today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because my boyfriend is way too jealous and way too insecure. He needs to get past his issues so we can get back to our lives and set a wedding date.
Him having a lock on his phone. I don't have a lock on my phone, so that makes me think that he's hiding something.
Our communication is non-existent. He goes in his little spasms and he don't come out. I don't have time for that.
The communication with me and William right now is kind of rocky because I don't trust him at all.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Aramus Cannon and William Smith. The two of you have been together for 2.5 years. You love one another, but you can't decide whether or not you should marry. So you've come to me on before the vows. You filled out my compatibility test, given me your license with permission to tear it up. Should I consider this a bad idea? And Mr. Smith, you have brought with you your sister, Summer Marcus. And she has some things she wants to say about this relationship. But before I get to that, Mr. Cannon, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me how you two got together and why you're not so sure this is the right thing?
Well, we got together about 2.5 years ago. It's been kind of good, but lately it's gotten rocky ever since I proposed to him.
Mm-hmm. So it was cool in the beginning.
Yeah,
it was all straight. It was all good.
But now, since I proposed about 6 months ago, it's been rocky. I don't know if it's like since we committed, it's like he's scared or nervous.
Well, what has changed?
Just him. He's more distant now. He's more gone. It's not like the same. It's not close like how we used to be. You know, it's.
Okay. Now, before you two got together, were you dating other people? Were you single on your own? How did?
I had just got out of something that was, you know, it was. I had got my heart broken. By someone, and basically when I had met William, he kind of, you know, stepped in, and it.
How long between the time you got your heart broken?
It was
and
just.
You met
It was just. It
Mr.
was. It
Smith?
was. It wasn't too far apart at all.
Just almost right afterward.
That's what I kind of like. We rushed into things.
Yeah, back to back. That's another violation of one of my dating rules. You know, you got to breathe for a moment on your own before you get into something else. Doesn't mean this ain't gonna work. I'm just letting you know it's against the rules. Mr. Smith, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Why don't you tell me your perspective on this?
Okay, I understand
union?
exactly where he's coming from. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I thought from the beginning that we was rushing into it too, and I kept saying from the beginning, you know, we need to take time. We need to make sure we got it together. We need to make sure this is what you want. I need to make sure this is what I want. I don't want to be committed to nothing, and we can't get it together. You know, so against my better will, I went on ahead and said, okay, yeah, you know, this is what it is, and this is what it's going to be.
Now, he says the relationship changed after the proposal.
Nah,
Do
it
you
changed
feel
before.
that?
It changed before the proposal.
Well, when did it change and how did it change?
It changed. It changed beforehand when.
It changed after.
It changed before.
It changed.
Hang on, Mr. Cannon. Hang on. You tell me what you think.
First, it changed before. The trust issues went way out the door. He puts me in the same category as his ex. He thinks I'm his ex. I'm even the same color as his ex. I don't know if he got me confused with his ex.
Or
but
what?
Or what? Exactly. Or what? I don't know what. I don't know what's.
Well, tell me how some of those trust issues demonstrate themselves. What is he doing that makes you feel he doesn't trust you?
We could be laying down in the bed, you know, just out of nowhere, he'll swing the cover and swear to God somebody's there, checking under the beds for something, checking in the bathroom for something, but guess what? We've been together all day. We've been together all day long. Where could somebody come from?
Do you jump out of the bed and start looking for people?
Those are the things that I'm saying. Like ever since since I proposed, it's been a lot of different things. Like he'll make it seem like somebody's there. I know I'm not crazy.
He'll make it seem like somebody's there. How is he doing that?
Yes, he'll make it seem like somebody's there, or he's laying in like we'll be laying in the bed and.
That's
hang on,
no,
Mr. Smith.
like we'll be laying in the bed and. He'll be holding me or something, or I can be holding him, or he'll act like somebody's behind him too as well. I know nobody's there, but I swear he's doing it. I know I sound crazy, but
you do.
But still, but he's doing it intentionally. It's like he's pushing me away. It's like he's trying to
messing
push
with
me
your
away.
head,
Yes.
somehow making you believe that there's some other person in the room.
Yes.
When there's nobody there.
Yes.
Mr. Smith, I don't even know how you respond to something like that. What do you want to say?
I tell him just like I tell anybody else I love. We're gonna get through this. You know you can trust me. You know I got your back. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. Just like that.
Yeah,
well, I understand you guys have issues with your phone because that's what you want to arbitrate about.
You
want to decide whether or not you should marry, but if you don't get married, you want $300 for your phone. So, Mr. Smith, tell me what happened to his phone.
Okay.
Yeah, tell her what happened to my phone.
Okay, we were laying down. He snatches my phone. He snatches my phone, just jets out the room, just jets out the house. I'm chasing him down. I'm in my underwear, no socks, no shoes, no shirt, no nothing. I'm in my underwear.
You had to do all that. You chased me down.
I'm chasing him for my phone.
It's got to be an issue.
What were you running for?
I ran with his phone because I wanted to see what was in it. And he chased me out the room. So, out the apartment, so it let me know that it was
Did you
something.
have any clothes on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well.
He had on
Well, you had boxes.
I had on
boxes.
35 boxer shorts on, like just boxer shorts, and I'm running, and then I jump down on the little ledge. I done cut my foot up, so I say just forget it, you know.
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Smith. If you are a true and honest and faithful guy, what difference does it make if he sees what's on your phone?
I'm big on my privacy. I am big on my privacy. You know what I mean? We went through a phase of no codes on phones. We went through a phase of we had a no code rule. You know what I mean?
We still have a no code rule.
We're not supposed to have codes on our phone, but then we take each other's phones, and then each time it's something he trying to put something with nothing, and then trying to flip this so it can fit here. You know, that ain't the key, baby. You can't turn that key, it don't fit. It just don't fit.
Yeah. We're going to move on from here. I want to hear from Mr. Smith's sister for a moment. I want to see where the family fits in, why she felt it was necessary to come here and say her piece with respect to your union. You don't have anything against him personally, though, do you?
She has to have something against me personally because...
Why do you think?
She had bleached my clothes. She put ketchup and mustard on my clothes. And it's... Yes, she did that, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Marcus,
she left us at the store, too.
Did you tear up his clothes?
I did.
Now, it is my understanding, Mr. Smith, that your family is not overjoyed by your choice of partners.
Right.
Tell me what their concern is, and then as you're doing that, I'm going to have your sister, Ms. Marcus, come forward.
I mean, it's just all about the lifestyle. You know, my mom, she's a God-fearing woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so is my sister. Mm-hmm. They're just strictly by the book. You know what I mean? So, and I can't do anything but respect them for that. You know, so I just try hard to try to maintain balance between between my relationship and my familyship. Mm-hmm. So,
is this your first? I mean, did they know you were gay before you got with Mr. Cannon, or is this your first relationship?
No, they knew I was gay before.
So they're not necessarily unhappy with him. They're unhappy with the idea of him.
Well, when they try to respect us and join with us and stuff like that. They butted heads.
Let me ask Ms. Margaret. Ms. Margaret, what do you feel about this relationship and Mr. Cannon?
Your Honor, first of all, I do not approve of it. I disagree. Just with that lifestyle and based on my beliefs and my religion, same-sex anything, I don't agree with that. It has nothing to do with Aramus personally, and I even tell them, both of them, because I love Aramus just as much as I love my brother, that you can't prosper from that in my mind.
And everyone has the right to have their own religious beliefs, and those beliefs dictate certain things, and I understand that. But just on a logical tip, do you think he chose to be this way, or do you think he was born this way?
Well, I think as far as your relationship, you have a choice. Whoever you can be who you are. You can be who you are. It's just that as far as who you pick to date, who you pick to live with, who you pick to deal with, that's a choice.
Things are what they are, but I do realize that gay people naturally gravitate no more than I choose I like dudes. That's just what that is. I didn't pick. I didn't think, It's just what it was. So, having said that, you don't have anything against him personally, though, do you?
She has
do
to
you?
have something against me personally because...
Why do you think?
She had bleached my clothes. She put ketchup and mustard on my clothes. And it's... Yes, she did that, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Marcus,
She left us at the store, too.
Did you tear up his clothes?
I did.
And for what purpose?
I'm still trying to find out.
I was very upset. They were getting some things out of a car that they had. They had an altercation which caused just a flurry in all three of us. So we all three were, it was like an altercation with all three of us. So I left his clothes. And I did bleach him and I did put ketchup on him, mustard too.
That, to me, that was just a sign to say, honestly, it was a sign to tell him to get out.
It was something that he was telling her. It was something he was telling her. And
but y'all were it was just a hot mess. Y'all were in there just carrying on in some ratchet nonsense behavior going on. You got mad, he got, everybody was hooping and hollering, screaming and carrying on, and she just took it to the ultimate and went and bleached your clothes, which is just so
wrong. It's really wrong.
That's just ratchet and rugged. You know what I mean? You're not even in a relationship and you messing up the man's
That's what I'm saying.
But that's how much
exactly
she feels for me,
saying.
though. That's how much she feels for me. I respect my sister, and I respect her. I respect her vision. I respect what she said. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it.
Right,
but I respect
you
it.
Respect
I respect
and
that.
I respect her. I respect that as well. I really, really do.
Yeah.
But keep your hands off other people's stuff.
All
right? Well, what's the old school vote?
Where they just like pow, pow, pow.
Oh, I got you. Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna.
Okay.
Old school.
But now it's more fluid.
More fluid, and then, like that. So, yeah.
I got you. All right, then. You can't get fluid with it?
I guess I'm stuck in the box.
Okay.
I took a look at your compatibility test, and Mr. Smith, I had to double check what you said over here. And now remember, this is a before your vows, right? They're considering marriage. You said he's insecure, disrespectful, jealous, mentally abusive, and inconsiderate. Mm-hmm. How is he mentally abusive?
Because like I'm me. So you see me. I'm okay. But he can down somebody. He can down somebody just by his words to make a person feel just low. You know what I mean? Had me second thinking like, okay, well, maybe I should second thinking going to go do the show. While I was in Miami, I was dancing. Maybe I should second think to go do the show. You know what I mean? So I just don't. He just downs me to the point to where I just can't. I just
But
don't even
tell
feel
him what the show what it was. It wasn't a show. It was actually him. Dancing, stripping at a club. And I didn't know he was a stripper at the time.
But what did you say to him? You could say, I don't approve, I don't think it's a good idea, but did you make him feel less than because he was doing it?
He never even told me.
He
never told me. He never told me about him dancing. He asked me to come to the club and told me he was booked, and I didn't know what that meant about him being booked. So me and my friend went to the club. We got us some drinks. Miami club. It was kind of
But
packed.
you can't even fault me for that. I just wasn't ready to tell him.
And then I saw him in the club shaking and gyrating with some gold drawers on up in the drawers I had just bought him, just dancing in the club. And I was like, wow.
Now, Mr. Smith, you could have broke it to him a little easier, I think, other than just jumping out there with it.
Because see, in Miami, the club costs $25 to get in. Okay, that night it cost $25. Did I think they were all gonna go in there and spend that $25? No, I didn't think that.
Oh, it didn't occur to you he'd show up. I got you.
So he wasn't supposed to come. I mean, I wasn't ready to tell him just yet. You know what I mean? Respect that. Respect that knowledge.
But you asked me to come.
So,
see how
you guys like each other though, right?
Yeah, that's my baby.
Okay. He's your baby. Give me 30 seconds of why this is the man for you out of all other ones. Why you, at 22, which is very young,
I know exactly.
are ready to make that kind of commitment.
Yes, and age has always been a big factor. It has always been a big factor within our relationship.
What do you mean? In what way?
Because in gay life, 25 is the new 40. 22 is the new 28.
He always calls me an old man.
It's a big it's an age difference because of the stuff, what he experienced in the lifestyle and what I experienced in the lifestyle. You know, it's like
It's
different
almost
parts.
generational,
Right?
like a whole different.
Yeah. Like I mean, like the people who came out with the Vogue, the old school Vogue compared to the new school Vogue, and then the J setting, and then all of that stuff. You know, but we are part of
What's
different.
the new school Vogue?
Huh? Like the Vogue dramatics, you know? Like
Well, what's the old school Vogue?
where they just like pow, pow, Vogue.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah,
Everything like that.
Vogue,
Okay.
old school.
But now it's more
Yeah,
fluid.
More fluid, and then, you know, like that. So, yeah.
I got you. All right, then. You can't get fluid with it?
I guess I'm stuck in the box.
Okay.
Mr. Cannon, just when I thought you were dry, you just pop one out. Mr. Cannon, why do you want to be with Mr. Smith?
Well, because, I mean...
That's not a good start.
It really isn't, because it has been good
Well, let me
lately,
ask
but
you something. Do you want to be with Mr. Smith?
I really do.
Are you totally there and present?
I'm totally almost there and present.
Totally almost.
What's the almost all about? Skepticism?
Yeah, of the cheating and the lies.
You
and
really think he's cheating on
Yes,
you?
I really do. Yes, he leaves, and he'll leave for hours, and then he'll come back and say he was just with his friend, and his phone was dying. But when he's around me, that phone ain't dead. The phone is on. It's juiced
jumping
up.
off the hook.
It's
Right.
on full flat.
Right.
It's full charge and everything.
I got you. First of all, I like the two of you.
Thank you.
I like you both. I think you're good guys. I don't hear any super ratchetness over there. It's two people in a relationship trying to make it work. You got one guy who's been hurt, and I don't think you're absolutely altogether over it. You jumping out of the bed thinking there's a third party in the room. I mean, that is just deep. I mean, very, very deep. And then you believe that he is intentionally encouraging you to believe that some mysterious third party has appeared in your room and
And I check the whole room.
yeah, and that concerns me. That you are so your insecurity is so deep that you'd have to get up and search the room.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, you know, first time somebody did that to me, I'd run. I'm not sure. And I'm sure you love him, and I'm sure you care for him, but, you know, you guys are running down the street in your boxes, over the phone. You know, you're having arguments, tearing up the clothes. Well, she tore up the clothes, but I don't think you're there yet. When you're ready to be married, you're there.
Right.
You're settled in it. You're looking forward to it. There's a future about it. It's not of like, I'm not even comfortable alone in a room with them. I gotta search the closet. That's not there. There is a long way from here. So I'm gonna take this little marriage certificate. I'm not gonna tear it up because you nice people. I don't wanna leave you with that visual. I'm just gonna close it up into my little book and walk on off and tell you both to have a wonderful life. You know, stay together, if you please, but don't get married now. This matter is adjourned.
After speaking with the judge today, I feel secure in me and Aramus's relationship.
I feel secure as well, but I just got to work on being not so insecure and I guess not so crazy behind, you know, stuff that isn't there, I guess.
And I just got to watch out for my sexy eyes.
Hope we can one day get married soon.
One day.